Hey, welcome to the Taking the Lead Media Podcast, broadcasting from the island of Oahu, here with your weekly playlist of independent music and interviews. My name is Anofer, and welcome to episode 128. Thank you for tuning in and checking out today's show. Thanks to everyone checking out episodes and visiting the website, takingtheleadmedia.com. The podcast is also available on YouTube if you prefer streaming it there. I got YouTube Red at the moment, and the only reason for that is Cobra Kai. I love that show so much. It's everything I hoped for and more. I got the same feeling after watching the first episode of Fuller House. You know, it hit all the right spots. And it's the exact feeling I believe Star Wars fans wish they had after viewing The Last Jedi. But hope you all are having a wonderful Sunday. It's nice and windy today on the island. I thought I'd break in the episode with some local news. I went to the new Whole Foods that opened on the island. It's in the Ward area, like behind the movie theater for you local listeners. But if you're visiting Hawaii, that would be a nice one to go to, the Whole Foods. It's 7 floors in the parking garage, but for some reason, maybe it's opening weekend. I had the longest time finding an empty spot. There's 3 different floors for Whole Foods. One, I believe, is the bar. Another one is the grocery area, and a third one, which I forgot what it was for, but there's 3 of them. But this Whole Foods is a lot different than the Whole Foods at Kahala Mall. You know, I saw an olive bar in this one. It's like 11 different kinds of olives. I thought there were only 2, you know, the green and the black one. But I guess they're pickled olives and a bunch of whole different other flavors. It's $11.99 a pound. And there's also a poke bar, self-served. Can you believe that? $16.99 a pound. But not sure if you're allowed to mix and match. The newest thing I saw, but not sure if it's available at other Whole Foods, but the raw meat section, there's grass-fed only beef, you know, breakfast coffee bacon, jalapeno pork bacon, and maple blueberry bacon. It's raw bacon soaked in all that stuff. And I guess that's a hit. I don't know if I'd try it. It sounds interesting, but we'll see. Check it out if you have the time and patience for finding parking. And as for the lava activity on the Big Island, that's still currently active, unfortunately. And from what I know, it's only affecting one side of the island, so not all the residents there are affected. If you want to help out, I'll post a link on this podcast website, and you can check out links to, you know, disaster relief funds, Salvation Army, and I believe there's a bunch of GoFundMe campaigns going. So yeah, check it out. All right, so on today's show, I have a bunch of sweet punk pop and rock tunes. I'll be playing tracks from the Barren Marys, Mr. Orange Undercover, the Unlovables. I'll also be playing a new track from Slick Shoes. Yes, Slick Shoes have new music out right now if you haven't heard. Currently it's just a single, but more to come for sure. I'll be getting to all of that in a bit, so please stick around. Opening the show is a track from She Likes Todd. I revisited some of their material recently. Just excellent tech punk and rock. A bit thrashy, but melodic and technical. Tight riffs and awesome melodies. She Likes Todd is, of course, a 4-piece from Chicago. On and off with their activity, playing, I guess, an occasional show or 2. But members have gone on to new projects. One current band in particular, Take the Reins. That band released an album last year, Addiction by Subtraction, I believe it's called. The band is more of a rock-based kind of sound, worth checking out for sure. They be on Bandcamp too. But the track I'll be playing right now is the opener for the album, A Story Still Untold. The track is Storybook Endings. Check out shelikestodd.bandcamp.com for more tunes. And this is She Likes Todd.
with pain, it starts to crack. Exposed reality, pain peels back. A dying world with dark, decrepit skies. First you emerge from running lies. A storybook endings and fairy tales. Happily never after, always fails. Fact that I know where you stop by that shit. No smart enough to question it. It's every day. Exposes everything till the world reverts and turns to black.
When I first saw you at the show, thought this love began to grow. But I watched my dreams unfurl when I saw you with that girl. And I cried for you, I cried for you, I cried for you, I cried for you. Let me show you I can be the kind of girl you wanna see. Very first when you wake up, and last night when your eyes shine. And I cried for you, I cried for you, I cried for you, I cried for you. It's sad when you've been alone as long as I've been. When you're hurt and you never seem to have a him. It's sad when you've been alone as long as I've been. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's like getting a CD. You still mean the world to me. What they know anyway. After all, they're from LA. And I cried for you, I cried for you, I cried for you, I cried for you, I cried for you.
Alright, that was the Unlovables with the track I've Cried For You, the opener to their album Crush.Boyfriend.Heartbreak, released on Wo'o Records. Stream and purchase their releases through Wo'o Records and through the band at theunlovables.bandcamp.com. The last release from the Unlovables is the 2016 split with Dirt Bike Annie. A new album was released by the house band for the Chris Gethard Show, which Mike and Haley of the Unlovables perform in. A similar flair of pop punk tunes and vocal harmonies. You should definitely check it out. Television music, songs from the Chris Gethard Show. Really good stuff. Available on Apple Music. Alright, so up next is a track from Mr. Orange Undercover, punk pop rockers from Maui who made the big move to Oahu and eventually San Diego, California. They've long been disbanded though, are releasing 2 albums, Go Punk Yourself and the progressive self-titled White Album. And the members of Mr. Orange Undercover did branch out to different projects, some of which aren't active anymore, most notably Brave Monster and Lands on Fire. But who knows, they may one day pop up. But 8250, based here in Pearl City, is very much active. Excellent rock and reggae. But I have to tell you, Mr. Orange Undercover is one of my favorite bands ever. Never seen them live though. I will, right now, I declare I will learn all the songs on whatever instrument I have to play in order for this band to play one show. That's how much I want to see the band. I'll dedicate whatever time I need to see this band perform just once, please. The song I'll be playing though is I'd say it's safe to say one of their last songs that they ever released. I know the music video was made for this track. I think it was produced by Media Militia. Correct me if I'm wrong, please. Thanks to Chris for the track. This is This What You Came For? and this is Mr. Orange Undercover.
Taking your time, I just want to break it inside the line. Feels like we've made it, there's a false sense of pride. You think we're the favorites, you want everything now. In trials of pain that we call it torture, confronting lies in my favorite color. As you trace with a knife, I cut with some choice words. You want everything now, so you wait here as I'll bring it all together. Is this what you came for? 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 Hero, avoid the calls for your conscience, stopping the mouth. Speak your
Alright, that was the Barren Marys from Philadelphia. That track is Nothing's Gonna Change from their political party 7-inch, a split with Teenage Bigfoot. Their side has 2 tracks, the other one called Dumb. Excellent punk rock from this trio, really nice mesh of raw melodies and gritty guitars. Check out their tunes at thebarrenmarys.bandcamp.com. Physical copies of this record are available through the band and through Snubbed Records. Alright, so closing this show is a new track from Slick Shoes, the same band that released Rusty, Burnout, Wake Up Screaming, Far From Nowhere, a self-titled record, and a bunch more. I've been listening to this band for the longest time. So stoked to hear that they'll be coming out with new material. They dropped a new track last month, and it's excellent. Bringing back some of that excellent punk pop, catchy, and some tight guitar riffage. Jackson be holding it down. Can't wait to hear more from them. So these guys been playing on and off as of recently. I think it may have started with a show with MXPX, and I think that was it. It was a snowball effect into what it is now, which is awesome. And I have to say, this is another band that I've yet to see, and hopefully it'll be sometime soon. I'm amped. Yes, stoked. Can't wait to hear more new material. This track is called Hold It Down, available to purchase and stream on Bandcamp, iTunes, and I'm sure a whole bunch of other digital outlets. This is Slick Shoes here on the Taking the Lead Media Podcast.
Coming through the straight, it started slow. It used to come and go away, but now I feel it every day. It grows, hold it down, stand your ground and you'll come around. Hold it down, hold your ground and you will come around. Even now it rises through my head, every day renewing sense of dread. Now it shows, now it comes to take its place, and I can't say that I'm up for the fight, but I know I have to hold it down, hold your ground and you'll come around. Hold it down, hold your ground and you will come around. Knock me down this time, and I knew I'll be alright. You saved me on my side, and I knew I'd got her. Hold it down, hold your ground and you'll come around. Hold it down, hold it down.
Alright, that is it for this show. Thank you for checking out this episode. Hope you enjoyed the tunes and the bands. Please do check out the bands and their respective links. I'll have them posted on this podcast website, takingtheleadmedia.com. You can also stream past episodes and read up on my seldom ramblings there too. The podcast is also available on YouTube. Search Taking the Lead Media, and on Tumblr at oneshotsideshow.tumblr.com. This is an Apple podcast, so please check it out on iTunes. Also, do me the favor, please rate and review this podcast. 1 star, 5 stars, you decide. Any feedback will help towards improving the show and help the podcast climb the charts. I'd be very grateful for that. Also, do recommend this show to a friend. They may find their new favorite band on a future episode. And be sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit me up on Twitter at TTLM Podcast. I do love the interaction. Send love, hate, comments, questions, music submissions, recommendations to my email, along with any general correspondence to takingtheleadmedia@gmail.com. Alright, next episode, some indie rock tunes. So please do check back sometime next week. I'll be here. My name is Onofre, and I'll be signing off until the next Taking the Lead Media podcast. Thanks for listening.
This constant pressure raises all my answer so much I can't control it. You praise the squeeze and taking me your broken love. So much I can't control it.